So I'm just sitting here. The Lord had instructed me to read the four Gospels, First Corinthians, Second Corinthians, and then He put in my spirit about the prophets. I'm gonna be reading about the prophets. But I was reading. I got up to Matthew 24, and every time I read Matthew 24, when I get to Matthew 24, verse 15, let me see, 15, yep, it talks about the abomination of desolation. And it always interests me about that, you know. And I don't care how many times I go back to study about the abomination of desolation. I always get different meanings, but the same meaning, right? So the abomination, I'm just going to read it. So when you see the abomination of desolation, which was spoken of through Daniel the prophet, right? And so it have other little scriptures down here you can go on and read of what it mean, right? It's just like you know how you can read something in the Bible and then you have other books where it had the same thing but different. It's speaking of a different way. If that makes sense, I don't know how to say it, but so that's what I do too. So I go to other books that reads on it, and it really gave me a like different insight on it, that I would say different. Okay, so abomination of desolation is something disgusting. Okay, the abomination is something disgusting. Okay, something of disgust. I wrote it down. It's something of disgust. Hold on. Yeah, something disgusting. So God had me to do a video. I was given a word, and I had really like explained what the abomination of desolation was. Like, I really, when I first got into the word, I was very ignorant to the Bible, you know, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to understand scripture. Like, I'm not perfect. When I gave my life to Christ, I didn't know anything. Okay, and God is teaching me. Okay, I can say that. I'm not gonna get on here and say, "Oh, I'm a top scholar when it comes to Bible." No, God is teaching me, and He's teaching me. He's, you know, and when you want to learn, the more you read, the more God will give you with scripture, with the Bible, with the word. The more he can give you when you read in the word is what He's given me. It's what He had put in my spirit. Like, you have to read the word. Like, I lack reading the word. Some days, I read the word. Don't get me wrong, I read the word. But you know how some days I just be tired, okay? And I have read the word, okay? God said you have to eat scripture. You have to eat it. Eat the words of the Bible. So, and that's when He told me the four Gospels, because when I first gave my life to the Lord, He started me in Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. He started me in those scriptures for a good year and a half, 2 years. He was just dissecting me did I say that right? He was just embedding me in the word in Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. He started me in that. Okay, He was teaching me through that. And with that, God was really teaching me some things. That's how I learned the truth of everything, right? But He was teaching me, okay? So the abomination of desolation is something disgusting. It could be a lot of things in the church that's disgusting. But see, as I read it today, I find that it's going to be an idol. And so I'm talking to the Lord. I'm like, so God, is it going to be like a statue? Is it going to be a statue? Something that the people bow to? Because whatever this abomination is going to be, it's going to cause for it to be destroyed. It's going to cause for it to be ruined, right? It's going to cause for the church to be devastated. It's going to cause for the church to be laid waste. It's gonna be desolate. Okay, desecrating and desecrating to leave something in a horrible condition. The church. When you bring something disgusting into the house of God, and then I read in scripture where it said it's gonna be an idol, right? It's gonna be an idol. Hold on, let me get it.